What's going on, everyone? This is your boy Dungeon coming at you with another easy mode walkthrough video. In the last episode we wrapped up the gutter, did a little bit more work in the Lost Bastille, and in this one we're gonna go to the Huntsman's Copse. Alright, now you might notice that I've got a couple different weapons here. This is the strength build. I'll show you where I'm at now. Alright, and so I've got that 92 agility, I've got the 40 strength, got a little bit more dex, endurance, vitality, blah blah blah. Alright, I don't really need the vitality at this point, so I'm gonna start leveling up my endurance and maybe some dex and stuff like that, because I have the Castus. I've been talking this Castus up, and I'm gonna show you how it goes. Alright, if I had my way, I'd have these both leveled up to like +6 at least, but I just don't have enough Titanite. In this episode, we should be able to show you where there is a fairly decent Titanite farm to be able to get some of those so you can level up, because we already have access to a good large Titanite farm. I actually have a lot of those, but not enough regular Titanite. The only thing you need to do as far as that goes, and actually I have the whip equipped too. I'm going to be using the whip, but in this one we're going to get the notched whip. So we'll be using that. And the only thing for both of those two, it's kind of nice to have both of them because they work really well with the stone ring. So otherwise they really don't have any poise, weapon poise, you know what I mean? So it's poise damage 15 for this, and for this one it's also 15. It's like not enough, you know what I'm saying? And a little side note, if you have the stone ring, just a little side note here about the stone ring, some people don't realize this, but the stone ring will actually work in tandem with all attacks. So that includes, you know, the arrows for the bow and your spells. So if you're like a mage build, you can use the stone ring and cast like soul arrows like right out the gate, because you can get this thing right away in things betwixt by that ogre, where those tracks are, and that little hidden like not really a cave but a little walkway entrance hidden by bushes. You can get this very early, and you can actually stagger like lots of enemies in the game with that thing. So we're banking on that. Now, one other thing I gotta mention about using two Castus. Normally I've been using the Watchdog Parma as a shield. So no shield, because we're gonna be doing this. The first thing we're gonna be doing, first weapons, we're gonna be doing a power stance. So in order to do that, you gotta have the right requirements. So if you take a look at the weapon, this weapon requires a 10 strength and a 7 dex. In order to power stance it, you need a 50% increase for both all requirements for that matter. So I need a 15 strength, and a half of 7 is like 3.5, so about 4 if you round up. So 4 plus 7, looking at about 11 dex. So I've got more than enough attributes to be able to do this. The last thing you gotta do once you have the attributes and the two weapons is you have to press and hold for the PlayStation, it's a triangle button. So you hold it, and then now see my hands go up. Alright, so I'll press it again, and hands go down. So here's the R1. This is the regular R1, R2, L1, L2. Okay. It's like, I think that's like a parry actually. So when you power stance, hold it, my arms go up. Here's the R1, R2, and here's where it gets fun. Here's the L1. It's like a double attack, see? And here's the L2. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You can get some nice cool combos in here, and if you use different weapons, it does different things. Like if you use the Vanquisher Seal and one of these, or the Bone Fist. I've got a character with the Bone Fist, and I tell you, it's pretty cool. So I will be showing you something like this, a kind of build like this with with that character when I do the builds. And so, that being said, without any further ado, I'll meet you over at the Huntsman's Copse. Alright, so here we are at the Huntsman's Copse. Do make sure that you have enough arrows. Also, it could be good if you have some alluring skulls. I have 3. I don't know, honestly, I might try to get a few more. You can buy them. I think they're like, I don't know, 800, 1,000 or a piece. You can also farm them from the hollows. I think they're called rupturing hollows. In the Lost Bastille, there's a little farm that I was talking about in the last episode, and they will drop these, so it could be good. Also in this area, a little bit further down, there's skeletons, and they sometimes drop these alluring skulls too. So if you have like at least 5, you probably be okay. A few more might be nice, because in the boss fight in this area, one of the boss fights in this area is the skeleton lords, and we're probably going to be getting close to probably killing them in this one. So might be something good to do. I will remind you before we do the boss fight. We're going to hit the bonfire and stuff, but until then, here we go. So make sure that if you're using these, make sure you have the power stance activated, and I'll show you how they work. So there's a regular attack. I mean, it's good enough. Looks like so I've got another gamer in the house. Sounding like somebody died. I think he was playing Hollow Knight. So if you guys if you guys know Hollow Knight, you know what I'm talking. You know what that's all about. So, and I do have the evil eye. Got one attack on him. The reach of this is pretty low, so I guess I gotta get a little bit used to it. Once you get used to it, though, they're really cool. And because of the stone ring, man, I'm able to stun these guys and stuff, which is really cool. Now, here's the real test. I was thinking about this. I was like, man, I wonder how this is gonna work. Typically, I would use the notched whip against these guys because you can get them to start bleeding. And I gotta actually aggro this one. So first thing I'm gonna do before I do that, though, is there's a one of these poison butterflies. It's a good idea to kill it before. Now this guy's aggroed. Make sure I dual wield. He's gonna try to attack me. Look how much damage that does, yo. Pretty cool. They're pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty fun, especially when you're using it in tandem with the whips. You could dual wield the whips, power stance those whips too, and that's pretty fun as well. This guy, we better get rid of him first. It's gonna be a problem if we don't. There we go. Give him the old 1-2. Now, before you drop down, very important for you to kill this thing, because we're gonna get invaded by a forlorn. You might have been invaded by a forlorn before now. There is a place at the Lost Bastille where you can get invaded by a forlorn. It's not a super good chance, but here it's like 100% chance. So, at least I think it is. I think almost every single time I get invaded by the forlorn over here. So, when you do, it will unlock being able to buy stuff from the merchant in the Lost Bastille. So let's see how we do against him. I bet you I'm gonna knock him out, like literally knock him out. Oh, he rope-a-dope. Alright, I'm going too slow. Ooh, that could do me in. Ooh, he's like moving around a lot. Let's heal up. This guy is like really moving. These things are usually really good against invaders because you can stun them, but he's like moving around and I'm not able to track him very well for some reason. But yeah, it usually does really, really well against NPC invaders. Ooh. Alright. And I'm not going to heal up because I do have that ring on. And what's cool is that there's some dudes here. So I can kill these guys. Gain a little bit of hit points. You're probably gonna have to do a jumping attack. Yeah. So another Morning Star. So if you want to dual wield those, all right. There is a person you can actually summon. I guess I can. Yeah, I'll summon him. I'll summon him now, and then I'll actually summon him again. Because I'm gonna, before we fight the boss, I'll leave and come back. So we'll summon him later too. Alright, so there's a dude on the left. There's a dude up above. And, let's see, he didn't aggro yet. There we go. And now I got Bashful Ray at my back, so he's gonna help me out. Why is gargling over there, man? Alright. There's a dog and another guy over here. Let's see, how the dog leave? Yeah. Alright. Another poison thingy. And that running dude, we'll get him eventually. I don't have to chase him yet. He goes in a circle, so we'll get him. And he doesn't really, I don't think he attacks either, so. Alright, this guy right here will jump up, but I'm gonna clock him in the face as soon as he does. He should jump up. I don't know what's his deal. That's alright, okay. Ooh, flame butterfly, that's cool. Alright, now this guy, I'm going to put on the shield. These guys will probably be a problem because he's got a shield, so it's a little easier sometimes I use a shield. I'll try to, oh, I missed it. And there it is. Ooh, what did he drop? Gauntlets, nice. His halberd is really good. If he drops the halberd, it might be something you want to use. That Science halberd is something else. Alright, here's another Sublime Bone Dust, and you saw I picked up the Soul Spear, so for those who are sorcerers, that is a very powerful spell. The only drawback is that you can only cast it twice. So for PvE, I'd probably say Great Heavy Soul Arrow might be better because you get more casts, and it does almost the same amount of damage. So something to consider. Now, for the time being, what I'm gonna do is just do that because I'm gonna come across here to get the Notched Whip. That's so really all I'm doing. You could farm these guys. These guys right here for the... You can't farm them for the Blood Whip, which has a little bit longer reach, and it does, you know, it does a little bit more damage. In my experience, it's actually really good to infuse that one. That's, out of all the whips, I have found that that's probably the coolest one to infuse. So if you get it, that blood whip, it's actually pretty cool. It's a really low drop for those guys though. And I'll show you where more of them are if you want to farm more. Maybe I'll try to kill one. But there's the notched whip, and I'll show you here the difference. So the whip, 105 with plus 37, so a total of like 142 if my math is right. And then with the notched whip, oh, I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more dex before I can complete the comparison. So for the time being, I'll just have the regular whip on my hands, and it'll be okay. Make sure I do a wield. All right. You can aggro these. Be very careful because you don't. Yeah. See, he already aggroed. If you step forward, you'll like aggro a bunch of them at the same time. Alright, and if you kill those guys, they sometimes will drop the bloodied whip. I'll show you. I think it's the one that actually, there's like one or two of them that actually have the bloodied whip, and those are the ones that'll drop it. Like this guy. And notice how it's, oh my god. Ooh, oh my god, look at that. Oh my Alright, you guys, we saw it here. I dropped the bloodied whip. There are people who try to farm those things. I remember the first time I tried to get that thing, I was trying to farm it. I had to, this is before I figured out about the Company of Champions. I used a bonfire setting. I must have killed those things like 20 times before I got it. And here it is, the first time I got it dropped. So, alright, let's take a look at that one. I can use that one. It's more of a dex whip. However, if I infuse it with like dark, like how theirs were, theirs was infused with dark as well. It actually works really well. So that's what I'll do. I'll infuse it with dark or maybe fire or something like that, and it should be pretty cool. So in this one, it's got more base damage, less scaling damage because my dex isn't as high, but it already does a lot more damage than the regular whip. So pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I can't believe that, man. Alright, so here we go. Continuing on. Now Bashful Ray left. Oh yeah, here's this guy. Let's kill this guy. Okay, I'm gonna kill you right here, right here. Oh my god. Alright. They'll come back around. And I'll get him with the whip, actually. There you go, bloodied whip in your face. Alright. And you know what? But here's the thing, you guys. I do have, you know, a couple items that is boosting my item discovery, so I would probably attribute a lot of it to that. You know what I mean? But it's not, like, I don't have the Watch Dragon Parma, which, you know, would add a little bit more. But still, the Prisoner's Tatter adds 15, and the Merchant Hat adds 25, so that's, you know, that's something. It's like 40. Alright, come across here, and you're probably gonna get here and be like, yo, man, why can't I get to the bonfire? Well, that's because you gotta kill these guys. So come across this way. And man, I tell you, man, these casters, man, I tell you, they're something else. They're very fun. And you notice I backed up. The reason why I backed up is because this guy is shooting arrows like a little punk. Uh-oh. Yeah, man. I got like no armor poise, so those guys attack very fast, and it is not where you want to be between two of them. I thought I was either gonna die from health or get knocked off. So there's another invasion. She will mess you up. She's got this cool oh no, a scythe. But I got these cool fists. Staggered. Alright, and that is the key that we need. So, I mean, you could go back right now and unlock that. I am not gonna. I have some things I got to do. Now, hopefully you bought some arrows because we're about to use them. Alright. If you didn't buy any arrows, go back and go get them and come back. Alright, because this dude has got to die. If you don't kill him here, then he will... This is like a necromancer, and he will continually spawn a bunch of skeletons, and then they won't die, and that is very not cool. Okay, very careful making this jump, or just drop rather. You don't want to jump. You don't want to jump because you could fall off very easily. Oh my god, just like that. Like almost pretty well fall off. All right, if you can see, like this guy, he's held up by this other dude. If you can, try to kill him. He's like shooting poison stuff at me. I'm gonna use one of these. Man, I probably should put the cat ring on. I know I'm gonna take some fall damage. You know what? I will. I'll put the cat ring on. And let's see what happens here. Oh my god. Ooh. Alright, so I've got some space. I know I've got room up top, so what I'll do is just go run up there, which whoever aggroes and chases me up here, it'd be like Sparta, man. Hell's Gates, man. Got nothing. Your numbers mean nothing over here. This is Sparta, and I'm gonna kick some dude off of the ledge over here too. I only have fists, so I can't kick him. If you have the bone fist, though, you could totally do like some Liu Kang stuff, dude. It is like when you use the bone fist, you're like, wait a second, this is supposed to be Dark Souls, man, and you're over there playing like Mortal Kombat. It's so fun. All right. Alright, yellow burr, nothing, flame butterfly, probably another, ooh, a life gem, yeah. Alright, stay close to the wall, don't fall off. There's probably another dude over here somewhere. Oh, he got aggroed. He was one of the guys that was chasing after me. Yeah, you don't want to fall off here, man. Not carrying as many souls as I have. So that is where the boss fight is. You can't go that way, you have to go around this way. And we are not going to go up there yet. We're going to go back around and open up a shortcut first. What's cool about these castles is that it's strike damage. So we should be able to do some pretty hefty damage against these skeletons. Alright, let's see what happens here. When they block, I think I've told you this before, but look, man, when they block, don't attack. Don't attack them when they're blocking, because they will parry you and they'll kill you, man. I mean, the parry attacks do extra damage. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. It's exactly what I need to upgrade these Castuses. Alright, now what you see over there is really what you see. I won't be able to kill him with these things, so I have to switch my weapon. I probably won't be able to kill him with a bloodied whip, that lizard. So I'll switch it up for hand axe. Yeah. Or yeah, the hand axe. I was gonna say I can use the great club, which I really want to show you guys. It's so fun. And I did actually get a Demon's Great Hammer from a from the Smooth and Silky that I put in. But alright, so this one has a lot of good attacks. It's the downward chop that we're looking for. But the first, if you do a running R1, it'll do a downward chop followed by an R2. So you should be able to get 2 attacks on this dude if you do it right. Problem is that there's a skeleton over there, so you want to be very quick. Oh no. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, hand axe, yo. People hate on this thing because it's like an early game weapon, but like for real, that weapon is good, man. That is a very good weapon. Alright. So another Estus flask, large shards, chunk, another couple shards. Very good lizard. Make sure you get that one. And also, when you talk to the dude who's inside where the bonfire is, his summon sign will be right here too. So alright, now what we're gonna do, let's go over here. You got a couple options. There's a necromancer right there. You could charge him. Could shoot arrows at him, which is actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot arrows at him. Probably gonna mess up the or aggro the. Oh no, it didn't. I was gonna say probably gonna aggro these dudes, but it didn't. That's cool. These skeletons, because they won't die when that necromancer is alive. Oh gosh. Yeah. And these things will curse you, so get rid of them as soon as you can. And there's a few more skeletons in the area, so I'll make sure they're not blocking. Make sure they're not blocking, and there might be a drop at one of these, I don't remember. But there is a magic mace up around the corner here. So we're gonna grab that. Now if you're and another shard, which is really nice. If you're a wizard build, then that, you know, it's already got magic enchantment on it. Alright, that dude, I'm gonna kill him actually. I should just shoot him with an arrow actually. Yeah, I ain't even. You can corner him. You can like push him going this way. He'll go around. You go to the next one. You push him going that way across the bridge and into this cave right here. And then you just run back this way. And he'll come right into you. And then you just attack him just like before. Alright. We have a lot of souls. So I am going to unlock this bonfire before I do anything crazy. Bonfire's unlocked, and I'm gonna talk to this guy. he is basically has a storyline where, if you remember before when we were talking with Pate, he's basically saying like, yo man, Pate's a you know, a douchebag or whatever. He wants to kill him, like literally he wants to kill him, and you just keep talking through the rest of his dialogue, and then he'll put down that summon sign. Now we are gonna, you know me, I like to keep these torches lit, so we're gonna light a torch, and I would advise you to probably just go back and come back over here, farm a few more guys by coming over here. You're gonna have to kill more skeletons and stuff, which is fine because you probably need some alluring skulls, and in the process, hopefully you won't have as many souls as I'm carrying. And then what you'll do is make this, and see, here's this sign now. You'll make this jump right over here. There's actually two, because you got to go one over there and then one back, unless you use like a homeward bone or something like that. So you want to jump kind of like toward that direction, because if you could easily over jump this. All right, and that is a lacerating stone, so you can chant with the bleed weapon. And by the way, the Morning Star pretty sure can be enchanted with bleed, so you can increase the bleed that it has. The Notched Whip, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure you cannot. I said enchant, but you cannot infuse it with bleed. You can go ahead and give it a try, but I'm pretty sure you cannot, which is kind of a shame, man, because if you could, that would make the Notched Whip pretty darn good. I mean, really, really good. Alright, so now we're back. What I'm going to do is go to Majula. I'm going to use these souls. I'm going to see if I can conjure up a couple more alluring skulls. I really want to have 7. Yeah, at least 5 would probably be enough. And we're going to take out this boss right here, the Skeleton Lord's boss. Alright, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, you guys, so I am back here. I upgraded my Estus flask, I use a Sublime bone dust. I farmed up and got 10 alluring skulls, actually 3 levels even. So and I switched out my weapons because there's gonna be a huge horde of skeletons, so I figured, well, I kind of wanted a horizontal weapon, and I did want strike damage, so, and I didn't want to have to worry about split damage or anything like that, so I figured I'd just use this with the shield, and I'll put on the alluring skulls here, because I'm gonna need those, and am gonna put on the regeneration kind of stuff. Could potentially switch this out for the Wicked Eye Great Shield. Could be pretty cool. Get a little bit extra. I don't know, maybe I will do that actually when we get to the boss fight. We'll see how it goes. But first thing we gotta do is get all the summons again. So yeah, it's Bashful Ray. I don't want him to leave, so I'm going to, sometimes he'll just like up and leave. So I want to kind of go through, kill some of these enemies first. Because if I take too long, he sometimes just like runs away. Something's not right. They should, I don't know, maybe they did die. Kind of look like maybe they didn't die. But anyhow, come over here. Don't pick up the summon I just want to kill these guys. Alright, and one last one. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have handled that better. But we'll pick him up on the way back. Because with Bashful Ray especially, sometimes like if you summon him and you're running around the map and fighting creatures and stuff, sometimes he'll just like run away. Like he'll I mean not run away, but he'll like leave your world, you know. And that's not going to be helpful, because it'd be very helpful to have summons in this boss fight, because there's so many enemies. Even though we're going to be using summon luring skulls, it still like doesn't matter. So I attack that dude because he will come and chase you. Once you come over here, he'll see you and then he'll come and chase you over on this side. Alright. Alright. So, there's that armor. This is oh shoot. Actually, I'd like to show you this whip, actually. Because I did equip the notched whip. And by the way, with the bloodied whip, I don't know if I will actually infuse it. I was thinking that this is the mage. Oh gosh. All right. Well, that wasn't a very good showcase. I'll show you against the larger enemy. That will actually be a little more advantageous. Even though it's not even upgraded, it will work pretty well against the large enemy. Hopefully I'll be able to invoke or build up the bleed. Yeah, he's coming already. So I should be able to, because it's not really gonna do like a ton of damage. So I should be able to get a number of hits in, and you'll see what happens. Alright, there it was. There's a huge chunk of his health. Alright, enough of this. And the full moon sickle. That's cool, man. Where's this guy at? Oh boy. Gotta get out of the menu. Here, let me show you the full moon sickle. I don't know if I've ever really used it. Good dex weapon. Let's see what the item says. And oh, it causes bleeding. So yeah, look at that. 107 bleed damage. So very cool. Very cool. And just because I do want to come over here and kill this guy. Hey, look at that. That was cool. Able to quickly dodge out of the way twice. Alright. Summon him. And we can make our way. Oh, dropped poison moss, no doubt. Gonna need those in the next area. Yeah, in the next area, if you don't have like 20 or so poison moss, you might as well farm that for those large, farm that area where you can get those, kill that large basilisk to get the large shards, large titanite shards, and you will get a whole bunch of those poison moss, and that will be very helpful in the next area. So, and then you'll have more large shards, which is also good. So, I'm gonna come over here, grab, I think his name is Creighton. What's his name? Yeah, Creighton the Wanderer. He uses an axe, and that's kind of cool, you know what I mean? So hopefully no one falls off the ledge, because we kind of want them for this. And what I'm going to do is cast this. I really don't need it, but you know, every little bit helps. And make sure I got the luring skull ready. And let's go ahead and dance. So there's going to be 3 large skeleton lords. You want to basically take those out kind of quick. They will spawn a whole bunch of... oh boy. They're going to spawn a whole bunch of skeletons. So here they come. Those bone wheel dudes are not cool. You can kill those. That would be very, very, very good. And see how that... ooh. That horizontal attack, man. Strike damage, doing all this damage to these dudes. And like, it's no problem. No problem. And should be able to get a couple more alluring skulls. Yep, there's one. And there's 2. Oh no, that's not that's a foot soldier shield, or a foot shield. And I thought I saw something in the water. And that's pretty much it. It's all, so that's all said and done, man. It's probably one of the easier bosses if you do it right. If you don't, you can get swarmed pretty quick and you'll be in trouble. So at this point, you want to switch this for the poison moss. Yeah, I got 31. I'll be good. If you don't, if you're a cleric, you can always use the what is it? Caressing something. I don't know, the one that removes poison and stuff. That one's really helpful in this area if you don't really have the poison moss or don't care to put it on your inventory. Alright, go down here. You can't go back. You gotta use a bonfire to go back. And here's the bonfire, but I want to talk to her first because she will go to she'll actually sell you like shards and chunks and all sorts of stuff. You have to progress through the story in order to get all that stuff, but talk to her, get all her dialogue done, and then you can listen to everything she says. And yeah, she'll sell you stuff, you know. So and she'll sell you, you know, you can, I think it's raise the dead or something. I don't know. Oh, you make them explode, make enemies explode. And this is a miracle. I think damages hollows, something like that. Pretty cool. I usually don't buy those things from her, but I will buy other things from her when you progress her, when you progress through the story. You will unlock those type of things. So first thing I'm gonna do is go back to the Majula, and you know, we'll see. I don't think that I have enough time on this one, so I'll probably just end it. But you know, I'll take a look at the time, and if I have a little bit more, then maybe I'll progress a little more. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, you guys. So here we are in the Majula, and we are going to end this one right here. But first, I wanted to show you where the trader is. So she's right here now. Now that I've expended her dialogue, she's here, and she will as you progress, she will be able to sell you more things like Twinkling Titanite and stuff like that, and even chunks when you get really far in the game. So now you can see Majula is kind of populating. If you have a higher intelligence, you can even get the magic user guy. I'll show you with my other character, because he'll be sitting right over there, so you can buy magical spells and stuff from him. So yeah, in the next video we'll probably continue with the Harvest Valley with that poison area, and probably kill the boss over there. It's a pretty simple boss. I even have some tricks I can show you. And then we'll probably go back to Lost Bastille. I know for a lot of people they'll probably go through Lost Bastille first, but I can tell you right now, killing those ruined sentinels can really be a pain. So I usually wait. I usually put it off because there's no sense in rushing. It's not needed or anything like that. So at this point, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.